Hey guys, it's the Nexo Ninja, and today I'm going to make my second ever theory video. The first theory video was a Ninjago one, being who is Mr. E, but this one is a Kirby one. Now, this one is Kirby, who is the strongest warrior. Now, in the original Kirby game, Superstar Ultra, it states that Galactonite is the strongest warrior in the galaxy. But in the Kirby game, well, not the mini-game in Kirby Superstar Ultra, Meta Nightmare. Meta Knight is tasked with the task of defeating Galactonite, and he actually prevails, which means Galactonite loses the title of Strongest Warrior and is granted it to Meta Knight. Now, let's skip the next game in the timeline, being Kirby Mass Attack. And yes, to figure out this theory, we're going to have to use the Kirby timeline. In my opinion, the Kirby timeline is just the release dates of the game. So, skip Kirby Mass Attack, and now let's go to Kirby Epic Yarn. But in Kirby Epic Yarn, Kirby is faced with the task of defeating Meta Knight, and Kirby prevails, which means Meta Knight loses that title that he gained from Galactonite, which grants Kirby the strongest warrior in the galaxy. And Meta Knight loses the title. But now, we're going to actually have to skip game, and we're going to have to go to Kirby's return to Dreamland. Now, this is a very important aspect of the timeline, but Kirby doesn't fight anyone and loses in the particular game. It's just a returning antagonist that we really need to mention in this theory. Galactonite actually shows up again in the final fight in the true arena, but he gets unsealed from his seal that he was previously sealed in after the original fight with Meta Knight, which means Meta Knight has clearly probably researched the fact and realized that Meta Knight lost the title to Kirby and clearly wants revenge. But once again, Galactonite loses to Kirby. So now that is done with Return to Dreamland, we are going to skip 3 games to get to Kirby Planet's Robobot. In the mini-game in Kirby Planet Robobot, Meta Nightmare returns, Galactonite returns, but remember how he was in the last encounter in Return to Dreamland, he wasn't sealed back up, and he enters the fight unsealed, and so he continuously be able to fight Meta Knight, and he loses, but at the end of the fight, he gets sealed up again. Now, there is still more interesting parts about Planet Robobot that we're going to have to feature. In the true arena, Galactonite actually returns, but notice how at the end of Meta Nightmare, he was sealed up, and he comes back to fight Kirby in a seal. He must want the title back to Greatest Warrior in the land, or whatever it was, Greatest Warrior in the galaxy. And once again, Kirby actually wins. Now, I'm just going to skip forward to this video to quick give you guys an update on something. When Galactonite loses the fight, is he sealed or is he not sealed? That's important. He is not sealed, as you can clearly see from the clip. Now, this isn't the last time we actually encounter Galactonite, but before we go on to the next clip on, which is going to be Kirby Battle Royale, just note that Kirby still physically has the title as, world's strongest warrior in the galaxy. He hasn't lost it, but the reason I'm just mentioning how Galactonite's returns means how much he's physically wanted the title back, and I just feel like how important this could be to this theory. So now let's go on to Battle Royale. You actually fight Meta Knight on, 2 occasions in Kirby Battle Royale. One of them is this minigame right here, and the other one is an actual one-on-one fight. But anyway, Kirby is teamed up with Bandana Waddle Dee, which I'm going to have to appoint and Kirby wins. Now, you might think, considering that Bandana Dee helped beat Meta Knight, he would get the title, but I'm just going to remind you, Kirby has the title of Strongest Warrior right now. So, it still continues to go to Kirby. Now, really quickly, let's move on to the final part in this theory, being Kirby's star allies. Galactonite physically returns in Kirby's star allies and is angrier than ever. of course, trying to track down Kirby, but, being wrong, ending up fighting your allies, and actually he fuses together with this butterfly and becomes Morphinite, a morphinized butterfly, and Kirby's allies end up fighting Morphinite and winning. So, considering Kirby didn't fight this fight, but Kirby still holds on to the title, Strongest Warrior in the Galaxy. Now, when Kirby gets defeated, and yes, you may say, oh, what about when Kirby gets a game over? Wouldn't that mean he loses it? We're talking about physical story-wise. So, in the story, Kirby physically has the title Strongest Warrior in the Galaxy still. It went from Galactonite to Meta Knight and stayed from Kirby from the longest time. But anyway, this sort of was a review to how many times Galactonite is so dedicated and wants to win back his title and get his revenge on Meta Knight and Kirby. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching my Kirby Theory, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye-bye!